Welcome back. Welcome back. It is a Wednesday night here, 9:25 p.m.
Oh
in
yeah.
West Michigan if you're Nick. But Nick, I heard you got some snow up in the UP.
In the
He's not in
UP.
the UP. He's in the Lower Peninsula, but it's basically the UP. Heard you got some snow up there. You've been playing a lot of disc recently?
No, I've actually been playing none. We actually got like an inch of snow, and it was 30 degrees and 40-mile-an-hour winds. So, no, I played today though. Kind of
Yeah, did you
crushed
have
it.
league?
My body felt like an absolute slug.
Good.
I probably can throw like a solid like 410 feet right now.
That's perfect.
Still shot down under the den though, so pretty good.
I've never played there. That's
You'd love it. It's a lot of
yeah,
most of the holes are 320, and it's all of them are tunnels of trees. But there's
perfect.
no really trees in the fairway.
I love that. Dude, okay.
It's not.
We just got here.
It's one of the best courses in Michigan, in northern Michigan. Anyways,
I'll have to play it for sure. We just
it
got here,
rates really
right?
well too.
But I'm going to tell you this right now. The worst disc golf hole to play, and someone clip this, the worst disc golf hole to play is a tunnel shot with trees in the middle of it. It's the dumbest hole.
It's
Like,
pretty awful.
why would you make a shot where you're forced to throw one spot, but then the one spot you have to throw, there's something in the middle of the fairway? That is the dumbest thing to me. If you want to make a hole more difficult, make the tunnel smaller. If your tunnel's big and there's room around it, okay, I get it. But, dude, there are just some holes out there. It could be the shortest hole in the world. Like maybe hole 15 at Paint Creek Park in Ohio, in Bainbridge, Ohio. It's only 275. But there is no route to the basket because it's a bunch of trees in the middle.
Wait, which hole? Which hole is it? 15?
Hole 15.
Dude, the hole is terrible. It's like a 3-foot gap all the way down. I actually
all the way
laced it
down.
with my buzz, and I went 50 long.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And guess
the hole's
I
terrible.
laced it with my zone inside circle 1. No putt. No putt.
Well, it's new for you, Frank.
My two things. Here are my two biggest pet peeves about disc golf. One, if you have a hole that has no route to the basket. I want a route to the basket. Like, just, there needs to be a route. Cannot be smaller than 5-foot gap. Like, you have to have a route to the basket. Second thing, circle 1 is not clear. I don't care if there's hills. There can be hills in circle 1. There can be water. I don't care about that. But if there is brush inside of circle 1, you didn't do it well. Because I think everyone should have the opportunity to run a putt anywhere inside C1. Unless, of course, there's water, there's a cliff, whatever. I think those things are fine because then it punishes you for running a putt. But I don't think you should ever be punished for being inside the circle and then not even have a look at the basket. I think that's dumb. And maybe maybe you can.
I would
challenge me on
mostly disagree because I don't know, on that hole it's awful because there's like no line, and to also have things in the circle after having no line. But if it's like wide open and it's a fair gap, I think you should still be able to play to one side and have a putt. But if you land on one side and there's a bush there, like, that's fine because you should be playing to the left side anyways, if it's fair anyways.
Yeah. And maybe that's
Like,
fair.
like
but,
if it's
yeah.
wide open and there's a tree, huge pine tree, like at Flip City, you know, that huge
Right.
pine tree
Yeah,
in
I
the
get
circle, like,
Yep.
just as long as you miss that, you're good. But if you hit that, you know you're like in a bad spot.
that. Yeah.
I think there's certain areas you got to play too, but I mean, I also don't love landing at 25 feet and then having like some
Nothing.
weird putt.
Yeah. If there's
Especially
going
when
to be
it's a very
brush,
difficult, especially if it's a very difficult hole, it's even more frustrating.
right. If there's going to be brush, at least clean it up so that there's a line through it. There's something through it.
Yeah,
Like, I was
Like,
so frustrated. That was such a
instead
bad
of
round.
scraggly vines and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it was awful. But Paint Creek Park, Bainbridge, Ohio. This weekend, Nick and I and a bunch of friends went down to Blackjack Open, which is a big B tier in
We did.
Bainbridge, Ohio.
It's probably one of the biggest
Mhm.
in the United States, honestly. I mean, there
Very,
was
very,
85 pros.
yeah,
Like, when have you
88
heard of
pros.
another B tier with that many people?
Yeah, 8,500 cash too.
Yeah.
So, very, very big field. Nick, break us down. How'd you play this weekend?
Well, that course is like the complete opposite of how I like to play. It's
How
tight.
anyone likes to play.
No, no,
There's
no. No, Nick Gill, come on, dude. He eats it
okay,
up there.
okay, okay,
Get out of
okay,
here.
okay.
It's tight, and it's forehand dominant, and there's a lot of gaps, and the back nine
Very
is basically
forehand
all
dominant.
woods. And if you're not hitting gaps, it's just over. You're
Mm-hmm.
scrambling for par. You have a lot of C2 putts. And if you're not putting good in the circle, you're toast. If you're not hitting gaps, you're not hitting your putts, you're toast.
Yep.
So I got absolutely cooked round one. I actually
you were
double
not
bogeyed.
happy.
I double bogeyed the like easiest hole in the course. This par 4 that's like 500 feet. That's just a hyzer.
Throw out of bounds in the first shot.
No, I hit the branch, went straight left into the brush, and I had to pitch out, and then I threw in that brush again, pitched out again, double bogey. I lost 3 strokes on the entire field. I was actually doing pretty good till then, but I was only a couple holes
tough.
in. But yeah, I cleaned up the third round. It's like I think I just needed to relax, and I actually switch my putter to the focus the third round instead of Lunas. I missed 2 C1 putts the whole round, and I think I probably made like 12.
Nice.
You know, I was probably 90% in the circle with my focus. So I don't know. Sometimes switching putter helps. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I was there. I needed that.
I dropped like a 9 the last round, which brought me into
1,030 rated.
Yeah, something like that. And it felt like 1040 because of how hard that course is for me specifically.
Is so hard.
Yeah, how I literally didn't forehand. I just threw backhands on everything, and that can bite you in the butt sometimes. But I actually played really good the last round. I've been playing good the last round of most tournaments just because I don't know, pressure comes off. Right. I'm actually terrible at dealing with pressure right now, so I just absolutely crumble. Until the last round, and then I shoot 10-30, 10-20, and bring it back. So
love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it actually at all. But
it'll switch though. I mean, we're early in the season.
Yeah, I just haven't had any time to practice or anything. So
right. Yeah, I mean tournament play is totally different.
It is.
So
it is. How about you? How'd you do?
Dude, this tournament was a roller coaster of emotions for me. I did everything you possibly could do right and wrong. First round was 1,046 rated, 1,042 rated. So third place, 88 people. I'm in third place at first round, down like 4 strokes to Austin Bates. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my moment. I'm gonna win this huge B tier. Second round,
that's one good round. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna totally win this.
Second round, super lackluster. It wasn't like I was okay. So just a quick breakdown of the course. You start out on hole 1. It's a 420-foot blind hyzer over the road. You're like, okay, this is doable. And then hole 2, you've got a 90-degree angle. Hole 3, you've got a 90-degree angle. Hole 4, you've got a 90-degree angle. And shots like hole 4 is probably a pretty gettable birdie.
Hole 2, it's like a pretty easy hyzer. Very easy.
Yeah.
But
hole 2 and hole 3.
Hole 2 is difficult because you have a low ceiling and you have to throw it high to get far enough left, and you're landing in a mud pit.
Right. There's a lot of shots on this entire course that even if you throw a good shot, you will have no luck. And even if you throw a perfect shot, sometimes there's no luck. I mean, there's a video I'm going to be posting later on my Instagram this week of Nick Gill, a 1,020-something touring pro, with 4 discs in his hand in the second round of this tournament on a 190-foot hole. And he doesn't know what to throw. He stands in the tee pad for like 30 seconds. Because what do you throw? I mean, it's a super short hole. You can't see the basket, and there's literally no line. I mean, it's just a wall of trees in front of you.
Oh, is that blind hole?
Yeah, it's a blind hole.
Dude, I threw the backhand there. I birdied it. That was the only time I birdied it.
Really?
Yeah. It worked. I parked it. I was like, what? This is so stupid. Because you throw like
it's just a dumb shot
into some local gap, and like it just somehow gets in the basket. It's like, oh god.
It's just not the course is not Like you can throw your line and
The
not get
course is not
rewarded at
good.
all. No, it's not a good course. It's
It is
probably
in
less than a
southern
4.0
Ohio.
on.
It is in southern Ohio, and there's literally no
Yeah.
courses in the area. And somehow there's just a speed tier with
Right.
80 pros and
Yeah.
a $20,000 purse.
Right.
It's like, okay.
But yeah, I mean, second round, it went well. Like I was throwing good shots, but then I'm not kidding you. Something about hole 13, my mental just, I was like, I don't want to be there. I've already played 21 holes the first round, and I'm 18 holes into my second round, and I'm exhausted. I'm out of it. I just don't want to be there. And I kind of gave up, which I don't do often. I guess it wasn't really much of a give up. It was more of like I just need to be done. And I was throwing the shot that needed to be there, and it wasn't there. And so I mean, I was throwing good shots, just not getting good results, and found myself in seventh after second round. I was like, okay, still within reach. No one played good second round, so I was four back going to third round. And dude, third round, oh my goodness, I missed 10 straddle putts between 25 and 40 feet. 10. Which is just killer.
Fold your zone.
Yes, I folded a zone OS, which it's fine. We made up after that. But I literally had one unobstructed straddle putt on the day. One. And that was hole 1, headwind, uphill, 40-footer. So like no pressure to make that putt. I was just like, all right, we'll run it. All of them after that, I was either squatting, kneeling, bent over, or putting off my forehead to get over bushes. So it was like the most frustrating thing ever, because I'm throwing good off the tee, but here I am at 40 feet for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th hole in a row, not having a putt or having a very hard putt. I didn't miss a single staggered stance putt on that round. Not one. I made every single one that I had. And I made them from like 40 too. Like I was making everything, but I just could not get a straddle putt. And it was really disappointing. I ended up shooting like a 962 rated round and balanced even. I was like 998 or 999 on the event and made my money back for the event. And so it was just like an even weekend, which sometimes
it feels worse when you end badly.
Yes.
Like I feel
Yes.
better about it because I started bad,
Right.
but ended well. But
Right.
the inverted way, awful.
It's tough.
You
It's
shoot
tough.
1040 and then you finish with 960. That is
Killer.
Yeah.
I went from 3rd to 18th. The payout for
Yeah.
3rd was like $950 and 18th was $360.
Yeah. I got like $290. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's killer. But hey, I had a really, really good weekend. A bunch of us guys went to a B&B, Michigan players, and I mean, our B&B was on 300 acres. We had a waterfall in the backyard.
Yeah, it was
Hot tub. It was a great time.
Yeah, me, you, Ben, Sherm, and Link.
Yeah, and Link.
Link absolutely popped off.
Lincoln Lloyd,
He was
a
hanging putts.
very new player. He finished 7th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Just a dog. I mean, he was on
Averaging
lead
over
card
1,000
first
and
round,
was, like,
second round.
980 rated.
Yeah, he's like
Absolutely
I think he's
crushing
990
it.
now, but yeah,
Crushing
playing good golf. So
He's so weirdly good.
Sam Smeagol having another good event. I mean, I think he took 7th. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but another good event. Ben Van Sumeren with a good
he said
event.
Sam in his post said he played bad.
Yeah, it's because it's Sam. He's
He
expecting
played bad.
himself to win.
This is my worst event. Average 1,007.
Yeah,
No big deal. That's just how good he's
brutal.
been playing.
He's been playing really, really good. So, yeah, I mean, we all took cash. Ben Van Sumeren with a good event, 1,008 event.
His most
very
consistent
happy to
event
see him.
probably ever. He disagreed,
Yeah.
but I mean he shot 1,007, 1,008, 1,008.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a good
come
event.
on, dude.
Can't complain.
That's the most consistent he's ever been, dude. He is so
Yeah.
bipolar with his rounds.
Yeah, that was
And
really cool to see.
He was talking to us in the car and saying he was upset he didn't average 1020. Like, dude, what are your expectations for yourself?
Yeah, that's
dude?
crazy. But I mean,
A couple
to be
weekends more
fair,
at Garfield, he averaged like 920. Like, dude,
yeah.
chill.
To be fair, every hole at Blackjack is birdieable. Just
Yeah.
about every single one is under 300 feet, and so they're like, "Oh, I can birdie this hole," but every single
No,
one is
so
has
much more difficult.
just so many trees in the fairway. But yeah, Austin Bates, -15 first round. You see that and you're like, we're playing 3 rounds out here. What's he going to, like, winner's going to be 35-40 down, right? The winner was 27 under. Austin had a really bad second and third round. But, yeah, 4-person playoff. Did you hear more about the playoff and how it went down?
Dude, Gil just parked hole 1.
Gil is a Nick Gill?
Cashed it. Oh, yeah. It's 2
Gill.
years in a row he did the same thing. He went to a playoff at the Blackjack Open and then won it in hole 1. That's so sad.
He has hole 1 locked down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 400. So hole 1 is there's like a road looking at. You're throwing over a road, and then there's a big flagpole that is right next to the basket. It's like 410, 415. So if you have a power hodge with a stable disc, even with the wind, it's a pretty easy birdie. And it seemed like Gil has got his force game down. So he just blasts the force as hard as he can, crash it in. I mean, I did the same thing. I got it 2 out of the 3 rounds. It's actually not too bad. Not too bad of a hole.
I was over.
The time I didn't get it round 2, I missed like a 15-footer. I put it real bad round 2. Real bad.
Yeah, that's fair. But
it was windy.
Nick Gill taking it down 2 years in a row. Big payout. It was like
$1,700. $1,800.
Yeah, it was like $1,750, $1,800.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he hit an ace. Him, Lincoln Lloyd, and Austin Bates all hit aces first round, and all were on lead card second round.
That's ridiculous.
I was the only one on lead card not with an ace.
Like, no wonder why the scores are so hot the first round, because 3 people hit the ace that were in the lead.
Right.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, really good rounds from them. Nick, taking out another good win. We're trying to get him on the podcast. So, Nick, if you see this, we want you on the cast. Hit us up. We'll get you on. Get some trivia going. I know you guys miss trivia. Trivia's the best. Trivia is the best. Yeah, I mean, really fun weekend. Shout out Nick. Shout out all the people who played well. Honestly, Tony Moe Rice, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Austin Bates, Nick Gill. Who else was tied for first?
Was it David?
Yes,
Deal?
David Deal. Those 4 dudes tied first place, -27. Shout out Nick Gill, being the only one to birdie hole 1, take down the playoffs. So
crushed it, man.
Good weekend. I think it was a 1,040 rated tournament.
Yeah, because he's been on tour for the last couple weeks. I mean, recoup some funds with that.
Yeah,
maybe
tour's expensive. Speaking of tour, we had a different tour event last weekend. Masters Invitational. Go Throw hosted a pretty big payout event, right? Do you know what the payout was on that?
It was way less than I thought it was going to be. Than they thought.
Someone said $20K for first. Is that right?
Not even close. I think AB won like 7.
Oh, really? Oh. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know, AB won.
Yeah, but they had no entry fees, and it was an invitation.
Okay. Yeah.
So
we tried to get invited. Didn't work.
Yeah. No, invite only, no entry fees for the players, and money to show off Eagles Crossing and to give players some money back for just being really good at disc golf, I think.
Right.
You know,
very good at disc golf. And I mean, they're getting money back from YouTube and all the things that come as a result of that. Go Throw's got some cool ads in there. I know the Cancer Playbook is sponsoring them pretty heavily. I want to say that like HelloFresh or Factor, like one of those like food companies, is also sponsoring them. Yeah, I saw something recently. I know a lot of the First Form guys. Yeah, that's a big addition to the disc golf world. First Form, the sports, like, I don't know what it is, nutrition
it's
company.
a supplement brand.
Okay. Really pushing hard in disc golf. I know if you'll be seeing this on Thursday, but tonight a bunch of merch from AB, Austin Turner,
Paul
Ezra
Macbeth,
Robertson, Paul Macbeth, Paige Shoe, all their merch from First Form is dropping tonight. So if you want some workout clothing,
I wonder why they're going through First Form. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know why First Form.
Don't they just make their own clothing, or are they just trying to collab First Form?
I think it's a collab.
And the disc golfers to bring them both up.
I think that's what the plan is.
I wouldn't think it'd be bringing First Form up much, but They're a
No.
pretty big
And I
company.
don't think it's bringing Discraft up that much either. That's why I'm a little confused. Is I don't really see how this benefits
It
both.
benefits the player, man.
Oh, for sure. Like the people that are using it. I mean, if you haven't seen AB, he looks like he's put on 40 pounds of muscle. He looks great. He's a lot bigger than he was, I don't know, 2 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So looking good. But dude, I don't know. I don't see how this fits in disc golf. What I do see in disc golf is like energy drinks. Like if I know Celsius was in with Macbeth for a little bit, but like a Gatorade, a Powerade, some
First
sort
Form makes
like.
energy drinks.
Oh, do they? Is it
Oh
their
yeah,
original brand?
yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
First Form
so
Energy. Yeah, they have a
that could
whole
be
Instagram
that
page
could be
for it
big
and
then.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah, I
they bring
saw
like
the
energy drinks to
page
the.
stuff.
They brought a bunch of energy drinks to Supreme Flight.
Did they?
Oh yeah, everyone's drinking them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
Okay.
actually have energy drinks. They have everything, dude.
So maybe that is. Maybe that's gonna be big, because if they can get in with the Discraft bandwagon, like that could be really really huge. I mean, Discraft, you got Ledgestone, which means all the Midwest tournaments that are coming up in the fall might also be sponsored by First Form, because it seems like only Discraft athletes are sponsored by First Form. I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
if
weird.
that's a
Maybe because
collab, but
maybe it's just because of branding. Like they're like the most
yeah.
marketable people.
Oh, for sure. So
It's hard to know if Discraft reached out or First Form reached out.
I bet Discraft reach out.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I don't know. I do think it could be good, but I just don't see how it benefits disc golf or First Form. Like
I
I
mean,
don't know.
they're a big company, so maybe
It
I know
yeah,
one of the guys that works there is into disc golf, and that was probably the
really.
entry into
Yeah.
disc golf itself. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm pretty sure First Form wanted to work with the Pro Tour, and the price was too high, so they didn't do
Oh, really? Where'd you hear that from?
it. I believe it was a podcast.
Okay. That wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise
but
me.
they ended up going with Ledgestone instead of the Pro Tour.
Oh, so it's not even Discraft, it's Ledgestone.
The Ledgestone
That
and
would make
First Form
sense. Yeah. That
work
would make
together.
sense.
Yeah, but Ezra's not part of Ledgestone.
Is he?
No,
I think.
Ezra Robinson.
Oh yeah, you're right. I called him Robertson earlier.
He's part
Robinson.
of
I did
he's
Robinson.
part of Foundation, but I don't know.
You're
Maybe it's
right.
just a
But
yeah.
Paige, Austin, and AB Macbeth are as well.
They're all with Ledgestone besides Ezra. Right?
Hmm.
Is Ezra's not getting apparel? Is he?
Yeah, that's what shocked me, because I didn't know that. But if I remember right, on Instagram today, I saw a post. Ezra was saying my merch drops with First Form tonight. I'm gonna look right now. Forgive me for being on my phone.
Dude, I'm gonna look.
Ezra Robinson. Yeah, dude. Super excited to announce my apparel drop from First Form, available
Oh
on
my
Team
God.
Discraft tonight.
Wow, we've got this T-shirt and 2 sick hoodies.
The Peach Pirate.
Wow.
So, dude, they look great. I'll tell you right now, the AB, that long sleeve, that like almost turtleneck long sleeve is tough. I want one of those.
Maybe they're switching to First Form because they have more athletic style apparel that fits with disc golf better than
I yeah,
more than the because disc golf is kind of just like cotton tees that are super
right,
expensive that are players packs or
right,
because honestly disc golf shirts suck unless they're dry fit. So maybe it's
yeah,
a collab between First Form because they have athletic attire that
right,
could fit into the disc golf
right. Yeah, I don't think Discraft makes their own clothing. I think they probably vinyl print. That's my guess. They just like vinyl stamp on top of like already made merch.
100%
So
cotton baby.
yep, and it's just heavy, right? So to
It's
get
heavy.
something like this where it's like a little bit of a blend, it would be polyester blend. Is that my guess? What it would be?
Yeah.
Like a dry fit almost. Might be nice, some breathability, but also some like comfort.
Style.
Dude,
It's
if
not
I see
style,
AB
dude.
wearing that gray AB like First Form jersey, I'll be like, yeah, I'm buying one. Sorry, Cardinal. I buy.
You probably are gonna buy one because
I might. I'm an AB
I
fan.
don't buy clothes, but
You don't own clothes? Those aren't something you have.
no, all
But
hand me downs.
yeah, good. Good. But Big tour stuff. AB taking the win this weekend with a 324 rated U-Disc round. Is that what it
I didn't
was?
check, but it's probably well. Eagles
People are
Crossing is that. I don't think people understand how difficult Eagles Crossing is.
unbelievable.
It's one of the hardest
Unbelievable.
courses in the world.
Yeah, like a 3 over is like 1,020 rated, right? I want to say like a 10 over was 980.
A couple B tiers out there. They haven't even
Yeah.
have had very many events.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That is such a unbelievably difficult course. So to shoot 7 under with multiple bogeys,
One of the
like,
best rounds
of all time. Like this
Not
round
all
is like, oh yeah, dude, because people are saying so U-Disc ratings, you kind of bounce them around with PDGA ratings by multiplying them by 2 and adding 500. So if you shoot a 300 rated U-Disc round, it's 1,100 rated.
Dude,
Pro,
I guess since it is
PDGA
since
round.
it's not linear for the points per stroke,
Right.
so I
Right.
do really, really like that.
Yes, I do too. So with
Going
that,
from 11 down to 12 down is more impressive than going from 11 over to 10 over. Even though that's
agreed.
the same in PGA.
Yes.
Rating standard. But that's just not realistic at all.
No, it's not at all.
That's not the same.
Not at all. No, it's not. It should be a what do they call it? Not
Bell
yeah, bell curve. Well, isn't it
bell curve?
Isn't it bell curve this way?
Or-
I think a bell curve is like this.
Okay, then
I think it's
exponential curve.
yeah,
Exponential
exponential
curve.
growth. Yeah, it should have exponential growth for sure. That top rated round should not be 10 points higher. Or dude, Northwood's Black 2 years ago. The stroke difference was like 2.5 points.
Yeah.
2.5. So the guy who was leading by 3 strokes had a PDGA rating of 7.5 points higher than the guy in second. Ridiculous. Like that should not be a thing.
That just means it brings the ceiling lower and the floor higher.
Exactly.
Which, like,
exactly.
Is literally useless. So if you shoot, remember I think Calvin Howard shot an absolute flyer like 7 down at Northwoods and it was like 1050.
Yeah.
It's like what
Terrible.
is going on?
Terrible. And you know that's why that right there is why I believe tour ratings exist. Because they don't base it on exponential. It's just now if we start playing harder courses, that kind of starts to spread out, right? But I will agree with you.
No, it spreads out when it's easier courses. There's more points per stroke.
That's what I meant. Like Waco.
Yeah.
The points per stroke were like 12. That was crazy. But Masters Invitational, Eagles Crossing event, 324 rated round would have been like 1,100 something on PDJ, which is bonkers.
Jeez.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I
good for
saw
him.
7 down. I was like, oh my god, that's insane out there.
Yeah. What was the hot round first day was 4 under?
5. Gannon shot a
5 under? And it was course record.
Yeah.
He beat it by 2.
And then AB dropped to
And
7.
And had bogeys.
Yeah, there's
3
no
of
way
them, I think. He had 3
you're
bogeys, right?
not gonna play clean out there. It's just not gonna happen.
No.
There's
But
so
that's
much
crazy.
OB.
10 birdies.
And I don't love the OB in woods that much because you can get unlucky, get a tree kick, and it costs you 2 strokes. And if you get a good luck, then you stay in bounds and you save 2 strokes.
Right.
I don't love that. There's a couple holes on
those middle holes.
A couple holes on the front end where if you kick the wrong way, dude, it's like doesn't matter how you
just get
throw
screwed,
it.
double screwed.
Yeah. So if you just get a little lucky and you play really good, it can help you.
Yeah.
I don't love OB in the woods.
I would agree with you.
I don't love
unless
it
it's
trees in the fairway. If there's trees,
yes,
in the,
that's what I was gonna say.
If there's a lot of trees in the fairway, I don't love OB.
Yep.
In the woods.
If you got wide open fairways, have at it. Line your woods with OB. But I'm with you. I don't like Eagles Crossing as a course. I look at a course like that and I said that does not look fun to play.
It? What are you talking, dude? It's
I don't,
insane. You don't like it?
I don't because I don't think it rewards an aggressive shot. And
Yes,
I want to see aggressive shots.
It totally does. There's tons
No
of
way.
There's a couple eagle opportunities on the front nine. If you're aggressive, you can get the eagle and safe strokes.
Yeah, but like
AB
I look at
literally
hole
did
one.
the first round.
He did. But I look at like hole one. You throw a raptor off the tee. You throw another raptor. You jump putt. You take your
Yeah,
par.
because it was 30-mile-an-hour winds, dude.
Yeah, I don't know,
Duh.
and it's always going to be windy. So I guess my thought is there are some sweet shots out there. I would love to see the front 5 holes a little revamped. After that, I like the holes.
Dude, you gotta watch it again.
Those water holes.
That opinion is absolutely terrible. You gotta watch it.
Those water holes are sick. I'll be honest.
That last hole. Better.
That last hole. Hole 18, the birthday cake hole. I don't know if you haven't seen Gannon's putt. Go over to his Instagram. He posted. That's insane. It's like a 60-footer, 70-footer. The basket's like 20 feet in the air, and he just hearted it into the wind. Just one of the coolest putts. So go and watch that. There was some drama around the event. I don't know if you haven't seen it.
No.
Little bit. Very little. And it involves FPO. I don't know if you've heard this side of things. Holly Finley was talking about it on Disc Golf Discussion on Facebook. If you're not on Disc Golf Discussion on Facebook, join it. It quite possibly is the greatest group chat. If you can handle some heat, because people post political crap in there all the time, it is hilarious to listen. Because everyone's
surprised if what you're gonna say is gonna be valid. Go ahead.
She is ticked because she thinks the owner of the course doesn't believe FPO can play the course. So he has never allowed an FPO division to compete out there. Even on the pro, like the events that they've hosted out there, he doesn't think that FPO can play. And she like was all hopping mad because she had confronted him at one point saying like it needs to stop. Like you got to let the FPO try it. If the FPO played that, we'd be seeing really big numbers.
Well, there's 3 separate pads there.
Are there? Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, there's definitely an FPO out there. For sure.
The fact, though, that he doesn't allow the FPO is interesting to me. Because that's what they said. She said that they asked, GoThrow asked about having a women's event. And they denied it.
Interesting.
Because of pace of play. So yeah. I think that's a little strange. I mean, she was pretty mad in a post on Disc Golf Discussion this week. So I'm curious if the owner ends up opening that up to FPO. I don't think he will deny anyone to come out and play it if they're women, but I think for pace of play's sake, he doesn't allow poorer players to. And I say poorer as in like I'm talking like AM, like low AM divisions. I don't know if he lets them play long tees. Like I think you have to. I don't know.
No, you definitely can play whatever, but
really,
it's like recommended that you don't.
Oh yeah, because that course is so hard.
If you're under a certain rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, not letting FPO is definitely interesting. There probably wouldn't have been a field out there anyways, but at least.
Well, I mean, yeah, because the Estonian girls go home on break.
Yeah.
And I should just say European because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'd gotten like Missy, and we'd gotten maybe Kristen if she knew there was much money there. Like maybe Silva.
Yeah.
Who else? Henna's gone. Henna went back home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Rebecca Cox. It would have been cool. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if I agree with the decision there from the owner of the course. Again, it was the owner of the course, apparently.
Yeah, he can also do what he wants because he owns it.
True.
So
true.
He owns the place. He put all the money into it.
I mean, if he cares about pace of play, I don't know why he's got Gannon out there. Shots at Gannon, my fault.
You mean Nico? Nico.
Well, was Nico out there too? Yeah. Yes, he was.
Maybe he said there was a certain someone who held up 5 cards. Nico. Imagine such a difficult course. He's taking his 30 seconds in every single shot, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh.
Yeah. Oh, Nico. Dude, there's some funny stories around him. We got to get Zach on here and tell his story. I won't spoil it, so you'll have to come back and watch when we do get Zach on here. But I want to hear Zach's Nico story.
He does need to tell that story. He needs to tell a few stories on here.
Yeah, he does. But, yeah, I mean, big stuff on the Pro Tour. This next weekend, Kansas City Open. Get ready to see some people spin putting in the wind because there's never not wind in Kansas. So
Kansas City is an incredible course. I played it last year. Extremely difficult.
really,
Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
really,
If you're shooting under par, you're doing real good out there, especially if it's windy.
yeah.
The
Why not going
shots
back?
Because I'm working and
Money
yeah, it's
costs
expensive.
$500 to play an event.
And dude, I just averaged 985, dude. I'm not going out to play a
Relatable.
pro tour event, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, no chance.
Dang.
Yeah, there's a lot of difficult par fours. There's one very wooded par four. I think it's hole 12 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the par threes are also very difficult. There's not really a rest out there. Even till the
Really?
finishing stretch is very good. 17 is a short technical par four. It's like maybe 450, but you have to hit a gap and throw like 200, 250 off the tee and then throw up a hill another 200.
Okay.
But you can take a bogey easy, double bogey even. And then
Okay.
the last hole is an eagle opportunity. It's a par 5. If you throw an absolute bomb to the top of the hill and then you have an OB carry up to a short island.
I
don't
love
think it plays
OB
an
carries for
the
eagle
front-
opportunities.
The front to back is like 30 feet. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's
you
sick.
bomb it. The fishing stretch is
yeah.
incredible there. And
Wait,
hole
wait.
16 is also a par 5.
They had an A tier at this event or at this course, like in the beginning of the year, right? I want to say they did, and I want to say no, maybe they didn't.
They will have multiple events, A tiers at this course though this year. I know there's another.
Cool. Yeah. What do you got this weekend then?
Dude, you mean what do we have this weekend?
Yeah.
Flower
What do we have
Frenzy.
this weekend?
We're playing
Frenzy.
Flower Frenzy at Rolling Hills.
Must wear flowers to play the event.
You can
I don't
wear
know.
some flowers.
I don't make the rules. I got a flower jersey somewhere around here.
I do
Notice
not.
me.
I have a big old Spartan. You think that's gonna be
Yeah.
okay? You think?
Jerseys, Nick. You bring up jerseys. Well, I actually just got my Tour Series jersey from Cardinal, and I happen to have a PDF of it. So enjoy. Maybe it's a JPG, but this. Am I pointing the right way or am I mirrored?
Other way.
This is my jersey for the year.
Looks
It
good,
is
man.
a jersey from Cardinal. I went off of Michigan State colors because I'm a Spartan. Got a nice little front, little Cardinal on the back. Very, very happy about this. Something I, didn't ever think was possible as a kid. You want your own jersey, your own number. And here we are. So very happy. We'll see how many I sell. That's the next question. So support me on tour. If you want to check them out, you can use code FSDisc for a little discount and a little help to me. But yeah, that's big for me this week. And then
Huge.
Flower Frenzy. Flower Frenzy
at Rolling Hills.
Weekend.
Another forehand dominant course, I believe.
I've never played the course, and I'm going to play it blind. So break it down for me. Just summary.
I haven't played it since I played in AM2. So I have nothing for you.
Perfect. I'll go do what I can. I feel like I play blind courses well. That's something I know I do well.
Because you don't have any expectations of how you're going to throw.
Exactly. I think the hardest part for me is knowing, like, if I play a course like 4 times or 5 times, I'm like, oh, I birdied this hole. I should birdie it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's such a hard expectation to get rid of. Like, if I go play Ashtamo, I birdied every hole out there. So there's no pressure to birdie a specific hole. I just know that I can birdie them all. And so when you go to a course that you've played like a handful of times, you're like, oh, well, I've birdied this hole, so I should birdie it again. And that's just not how that works.
You birdied it with a specific shot, so you throw that specific shot again.
And it's not the shot for the hole. Yeah.
Sometimes it can't be the shot, but it's a pretty tight course.
Mm-hmm.
Beforehand dominant.
Okay. That's not good for me.
That's all I got. It's a little hilly. I'm sure you can work backhands, which I'm gonna have to do. So
okay, good. I'm gonna be throwing flippy,
dude.
But just in case I am throwing forehands, I got an arm sleeve. Here's a cool arm sleeve from Elite Sportswear. Shout out Arm Sleeve Company. I may or may not have I may or may not be having my own arm sleeve coming out soon.
Really?
Crazy stuff happening right now in the Frank Smith disc golf world.
I guess so.
So,
he's legit.
and I'll get you one if I end up getting them.
Dude, I like arm sleeves.
Yeah,
I wore one for a while, just for some extra support. There's no other reason, really.
Yeah, they work. They work great.
Support.
I have tendonitis in bicep and tricep, and just the extra compression helps your arm relieve some tension and relieve some like force exerted on it. So it helps a lot for my forehands.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah. Well, we'll update you guys after this weekend. It'll be a good weekend, but stay tuned for next Thursday. I'd love to see one of us take down a B tier win. Neither of us have one this year.
Yeah, I mean, just got to average 10-30 golf in Michigan to win a B tier. So.
Oh well, I did that last weekend, and that wasn't enough. So
I've shot a single 10-30 rated round. For me to shoot 2 at a 4-hand dominant course, not happening. I'll be happy to cash.
I think Nick and I will be pleasantly surprised if either of us placed in the top 3 this weekend, because there's like 6 dudes over 1,000 rated in the event.
No, it's just me, you, and Sam, and Austin.
And no, there was one more.
That's it.
Is it? Okay. So it'd be nice to get top 3, but Sam and Austin have been playing good, so we just got to beat that. And 4-hand dominant course, Austin, it's gonna be tough to beat him. So.
Yeah, I'll practice eventually. Once I get done with work, I'll be practicing. I'll get way better in about a month. I'm just patient, you know.
I'm just telling myself that too.
It's not a process I can rush.
Yeah, it's okay, dude. You save up some money, and all our big events are coming towards the end of the year. So
I got
really,
the
this
finances,
is just getting warmed up.
I'm getting the finances.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all from us, folks. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are glad to have you. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. So,
alrighty. Peace out.
Stay sweet.